Hello and welcome back to Destination Venus, not still under the stairs at the Everyman Cinema, but here in the library of Venusian Towers, somewhere hidden in the heart of Harrogate. It is Wednesday, if you're watching this when it actually goes up, and that means it's New Comic Book Day and it's time to see what's on the rack. Now, I know, I did say that I'd be doing these on a Tuesday, but Diamond's having a bit of a bother at the moment. Their systems are still not up after the ransomware attack, and the delivery was late. I don't mind, it's perfectly fine. So it is now what I'm going to describe as, oh my, what time? 100 hours on Wednesday morning. The shop will be open at 1 o'clock today till 5:30. Same hours tomorrow and Friday, and then 11 till 5:30 on Saturday as normal. I'm not going to chat about Thought Bubble just now, but suffice to say, had an amazing time. We're just going to concentrate on what's on the rack. Starting with Almost American, we've hit issue 3. This has been a great true espionage thriller. This is based on a true story, as told to Ron Mars by 2 actual Russian spies who defected to the US. It's intriguing, actually. The way that they were treated, the hoops they had to jump through, all that kind of stuff. This could be a BBC drama, and it's just a really well told story. It's got quite a straightforward art style. Does the job, very in keeping with the tone of the book, actually. And then we've got Aquaman the Becoming, also hitting issue 3 of 6. This has been a surprisingly entertaining chapter. I'm not a big Aquaman fan, and of course this isn't the original Aquaman. But it's been a surprisingly engaging story. I've enjoyed it. And then the madness continues. Army of Darkness, 1979. Ash hanging around in the 70s. It is exactly what you would imagine it to be. I don't think I need to tell you any more about that. If you know about Army of Darkness, you know what this is. If you like it, you'll love it. If you don't, you maybe don't like the Army of Darkness. Then we've got Batman versus Bigby, A Wolf in Gotham hits issue 3. This has been an absolute joy. The interplay between Batman and Bigby, 2 people who do not play well with others, has been fabulous. So I can't recommend that highly enough. It's a real cracker of a book. And I've missed Bigby. I've missed Bill Willingham's take on the Big Bad Wolf. So it's nice to have him back, if only briefly. We've got Legends, Black Panther, issue 2. It's kind of a Black Panther Year 1 kind of vibe. Blue and Gold hits issue 4 of 8, and I'm still enjoying the vibe between Blue Beetle and Booster Gold. I love this pair. I think they are a great partnership. I've loved them ever since I used to read Justice League International, way back in the day. Buffy the Vampire Slayer continues with We Are the Slayer. We've got the second part of Chicken Double. Now, man, I love this. It's such a brilliant concept. The art is fabulous. It makes great use of colour. I mean, look at that. Look at the palette on that. Come on. But the story also. In Killing Joke, the alleged best Batman story ever told, it isn't. It's rubbish, actually, compared to most Batman stories. Certainly the worst thing Alan Moore ever wrote. But the premise of that is that the Joker reckons everyone's just one bad day away from being him. I don't think The Killing Joke does a good job of demonstrating that. Chicken Devil does. You read Chicken Devil, you'll believe you're one bad day away from doing some very bad things. Dark Ages continues at Marvel. Crossover events. Love them, hate them. Yeah. And speaking of crossover events, Darkhold hits the Wasp. Now, I haven't read this yet, but they better not do anything mean to the Wasp, because I like the Wasp. And if they do anything mean to the Wasp, me and Marvel, we are going to have words. But I'm looking forward to reading it. So, who knows? Maybe a pick of the week. Then, Deep Beyond continued for issue 10. This is a story that started out weird and just gets better. Can't recommend this highly enough. It's great. Eat the Rich hits issue 4. It's a bit on the nose, the satire here, but it does make its point rather beautifully. And I'm sorry, but I cannot get over the beautiful simplicity of this art. So, Sarah Gailey, Pius Bach, Roman Titov, what a job you guys are doing. Love it, love it, love it. It is such an excellent read. If you have not been reading it, you should probably jump on board. Speaking of things you have to get on board with, this is going to be a pick of the week. I've already written the text. This is Getting Dizzy. What a book! And Boombox have a tendency to knock things out of the park, but this is knocking it out of the park and then some. Dizzy basically is a 15-year-old girl who wants to change the world, like we all did when we were 15. She wants to find something that she's amazing at, become the greatest, and use that to change the world. Trouble is, she can't find anything she's good at until something happens, and she discovers that she is in fact chosen to do a particular thing. No more spoilers than that. It's got a great little supernatural vibe. It's just tremendous fun. It's a while since I've enjoyed an issue 1 as much as this. It's one of those comics that just makes you smile. And we all need that, I think. Okay, then. Gru, still meeting Tarzan. This is still every bit as bonkers as you'd think. This completes the 4-issue series, and just read it. Just read it. Because it's great. It's just great. Sergio Aragonés, come on. What a legend that guy is. And then we have Gun Honey. Now, Gun Honey, I think, does itself no favours with its covers. As a regular customer of ours said, looking at the cover of issue 2, it's just TNA, isn't it? But it's not. It's actually a really good thriller, and the interior art bears no relation to the exterior art at all. Although, having said that, I've just turned the page and discovered a page I can't show you because of nudity. But it's a properly good, hard-boiled pulp thriller type story, and I am enjoying the heck out of it. Heavy continues from Vault. I'm not even going to try and explain Heavy. It's just trust me, it's great, and if you're not reading it, you need to jump on board. Kazar, Lord of the Savage Land hits issue 3. I haven't read any of them, so I can't tell you whether it's good or not. The Justice League hits issue 69. Said that with a straight face, which is better than I expected. Legends of the Dark Knight continues. I'm enjoying this iteration of Legends of the Dark Knight. I'm old enough to remember the original, first version of Legends of the Dark Knight. I'm going to say this actually holds its own against that run, and that is no mean feat. My Little Pony Generations continues. That's good fun if you are into that kind of thing. We've got Moon Knight. We've got more, which has been a great series so far. Very much looking forward to reading this, book 3 and 5. The Nice House on the Lake continues. It hits book 6, an astonishing series that you need to pick up in trade when it comes out. Nightwing has been such a good read. Fear State continues. We've got Norse mythology. We've got Nubia and the Amazons. we've got Mary Lovett's Porcelain. Maria Lovett's Porcelain. An astonishingly beautiful book, actually. Primordial continues. Another excellent issue 1, Radio Apocalypse. Now, this has been amazing. I really enjoyed this. Managed to read this last night. Very distinctive art style. Nice use of colour. Nicely post-apocalyptic. It's a piece of work. I'm not quite sure where it's going, but it does not fit the ground running. Can't recommend that highly enough. Refrigerator Full of Heads continues as the Hill House horror line continues at DC. Another issue 1, which I thoroughly enjoyed, Robins. Now, you know how I feel about Robin. This is all of them, under one cover. What do I need to say? Seriously, just buy it. Savage Hearts continues. Shang-Chi continues, this time taking on Thor. He's taken on pretty much everybody else, even without having 10 rings. Spider-Woman, still continuing. Dr. Aphra continues. We've got 2 Flavors of Suicide Squad. The original and King Shark. Supergirl, the Woman of Tomorrow, is joined by Superman, Son of Kal-El. And do you know what? I am really liking that they've trade dressed this and will continue to do so until the end of the series with the Pride DC logo. Representation matters, folks. Sword continues. Asagi Yojimbo, the Dragon Bellow Conspiracy. I'm loving these non-Stan Sakai covers that they're putting on these reprints. This is a really good chance to relive or rediscover or discover for the first time some of the classic Asagi stories from days gone by. Yet another issue 1, a bit of a treat for issue 1s this week. Wonder Woman Evolution, which I haven't read yet but will, and I don't know, just having flicked through it, I think there's a good chance this will be a pick of the week. I'm not 100% down on the art yet, but I have a feeling it's going to grow on me. And then finally, on the rack this week, we have X-Force. So that's everything that's hitting the rack for this New Comic Book Day. And with that, we will say goodbye from Venusian Towers. We hope to see you in the shop. And all we can say is be kind to yourselves, be kind to everybody else, and we'll see you very, very soon. These videos, I promise, are going to get slicker and better looking. I'm still kind of finding my feet. Honestly, it's very early and there hasn't been nearly enough coffee. Anyway, you, and I mean you, specifically you, yeah, you right there, yep, you, have a great day.